Greetings, Beltaloda, and welcome back to the channel, friends. Rumor has it, it's Expanse Day, the best day of the week. And today we're watching The Expanse, Season 6, Episode 2, Azure Dragon. Can't wait to get into it, friends, so wait no longer, we shall. If you could do me a quick favor and hit that like button, smash that subscribe, ring that bell for notifications, it greatly helps out a small channel and allows me to alert you next time we go live. And of course, if there's anything that we do, Expanse included, that you would like early or in its full-length format, the link to our Patreon is in the description. Not a fan of Patreon? Stick with us here on YouTube memberships. You'll get all of our episodes early, plus a bonus episode if we come up with it. And friends, there is one a-brewing for The Expanse. Whew, but all that is then, and this is now, and now it's time to rejoin one of the greatest tales ever told as we watch The Expanse Season 6, Episode 2, Azure Dragon. The best day of the week. Prepare to engage maximum warp reaction. And away we go!
Michio, what did you do?
She is not a soldier.
Cities will be the capital city of our Belter nation.
Where everybody will be hungry. I haven't thought about that.
New friend.
I don't know where he hit him. It looked like the arm, but
You have to help her.
yeah, it's too late.
I only give her some of my protein bar, only a little.
It was poison to it, so.
Everything here evolved in its own way. That's why we have to grow our own food instead of farming the things that are here. They have a different kind of chemistry, which doesn't work well with ours.
You killed it.
Good they're keeping us informed.
We have nothing to do with whatever they're building in orbit. And if they wanted to be good to us, they'd open up the comm relays or at least...
That kid was the kid in Strange New Worlds. They must be siblings.
Can I go with you?
Sorry, sweetie. This is a grown-up thing. You have to stay here.
And this is Laconia, right? I hope I'm pronouncing that right.
What are you doing? I messed up. I have to fix it.
How do you fix it? I just don't understand. I mean, I'm assuming they've identified the idea that there might be predators or...
Don't worry, I'm gonna take care of you.
How? Oh, she's putting it back up at the nest. Okay, I got it. Did we kill another one? What? Ruh-roh.
What? What is it?
This thing just bites her head off. Watch this thing like walk up and touch that creature and it'll come back to life. And then we'll be like, oh, holy smokes. We can live forever on this planet. Or I'll just take this and eat it.
No, hey, you can't have that! That's not for you!
It's more for me than it is for you. I mean, this is my place. Okay, no name to the ship, UN and supply ship. Ooh, with a very special ship attached to it.
I never thought I'd see the day I'd be delivering Mickey munitions to a privateer in the belt. It feels kind of nice, huh? Everyone being on the same side for once?
Sure.
Good hunting.
Yeah, get your positive energy off of this ship. This is a ship of brooders. People carrying grudges, apparently. What the hell happened to this place?
Your mission specialist is transferring over now.
Our what?
Your mission specialist?
We weren't expecting any...
Can't speak to that, Captain, but the orders came direct from the Secretary General herself.
It's gotta be Bobby. It's gotta be fucking Bobby. Please. I've waited seasons.
Are they...
No, they're not here for you. But just go to your quarters and stay there until you hear different from me, okay?
Okay.
Nice job, Jim. Just in case. Get you showing off, Expanse. How dare you? How dare you be so damn good?
Bobby.
Fuck yeah, man.
What's going on?
Change of plans. Time to lock and load.
We're going hunting. And I think you know what's in that box. It's a super suit. Oh my God, this show. Thank you. Thank you, creatives at The Expanse, for finally bringing somebody that may shift the dynamic aboard our stagnating Rossi. I mean, we need an infusion of life, and we need somebody tough too. So Bobby certainly doesn't have the same charismatic, the lending of the ear that we had in Alex, but some of those Martian qualities may be exactly what our boat needs and is missing. I tell everybody that I meet, like if I'm getting on the bus, I'm like, have you seen The Expanse? Everybody. I want everybody to be as upset about me that there isn't a season 7, 8, and 9. It's not true. I want everybody to experience this. It's one of the most incredible tales I've ever even knew about. Uh-huh.
I'm sorry, sir. I can't do that. We have laws on the station.
This is a Free Navy matter.
Oh.
Release him into my custody. Now.
So did he kill his friend? The wing jacket is such a great touch. It's so fucking pompous.
Johan assaulted a superior officer, and you defended yourself. That's what happened. I would think that the embarrassment you've become since we've arrived on Ceres would be punishment enough.
Here it goes, tearing him down.
On Palace, Sin and I would go out after our shifts. We couldn't fuck up because we didn't have anyone to bail us out.
The unspoken "and you took him from me" lingers in the air between the two. You keep this up, Marco. I'm not sure how brittle a spirit Philip has, but you could push him too far.
The AZURE Dragon appears to be a standard rock hopper rigged with a shit ton of scopes, antenna, and sensor arrays. It's on the float and running dark. And we're gonna capture it.
Capture?
The old lady wants the data that could be on board.
She's got Marine Corps for that. We're an independent ship. If we fuck up, it's on us, not her.
It's about morale. We've been on the ropes for too long, and we need a win.
Boarding and shooting is a whole lot riskier than sending a torpedo up their ass.
Don't you worry your pretty little head. That's what I'm here for. Trust me, these fanatics are not going to surrender, Naomi.
Naomi, remember when Bobby grabbed you when you were about ready to die?
We cross over, disable the drive. I brought something special for that. Force the airlock. Boom, 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 boom. Done and done.
Boom, 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 boom. There's 4.
Paid extra for this?
I'm not in it for the money.
You fucking people!
Bobby Draper, Clarissa Mao.
Hello? You gotta be fucking kidding me.
You're free to move about.
You're harboring a convicted felon.
Amos trusts her, and I trust him. And this is our ship, so that's the end of it.
I mean, Bobby, depending on what planet we're on, you're a convicted felon. So, or a traitor or whatever.
You heard of any ships going missing at the ring?
Missing?
During transits?
Well, there was some Martian intel about a number of ships that went dark while passing through the rings.
That's the rogue Emsarian fleet exiting the ring space, and that's the Barkeith.
And you would know.
Might have something to do with the proto-molecule that was stolen from Fred Johnson.
All right, everybody, we all have our new strengths of intel gathering and new jobs, but we need to get back down to the business of kicking some ass here, because that's what's required of this particular mission.
We should arm our torpedoes.
All 3 of them?
They're probably deciding whether it's worth the risk to try for the bounty on us.
Of course they are. Walker was a smuggler and thief, and if we had a better option, I would have used it. Tell them we're ready to dock.
I feel so bad for her.
Kill them all.
How is this safer?
We have a problem.
Oh boy.
Cargo won't be safe there.
You're Free Navy. You can't get her through.
I'm Golden Bow.
Golden Bow is Free Navy.
Some more than others.
Some more than others.
A few Golden Bow did not like kissing Marco's ass and broke away from the Free Navy. He made the rest of us hind tip because of it.
What sort of freight are you moving?
A lot of food and water now. Purifiers, generators, Mostly transfer from Ganymede and City.
Transfer? To where?
Supply depots. Mako spun them up all over the belt.
So is Ganymede online? I thought it was taking Prax way too long. This guy's such a prick. I mean, all going through the ring. Is that the missile with the proto-molecule? I wonder if...
Evaluating alternate flight paths, seeing if there's a way to get the supplies to Medina faster.
Getting all the supplies to Medina.
Philip has completely lost his focus, no self-control.
That seems to be the consensus.
He's making me look bad. It's like my old jacket.
It was his fault for bringing her amongst us. Cost us all so much.
Okay, so he did kill this kid. Okay.
I love him.
That word means different things to different people.
That's exactly right. Different things to different people.
I need him.
Why?
I need him to be the man he should be.
Why?
You know, everyone else here is afraid of me.
They're all weak.
Oh, the great Mako. With his pretty eyes and his perfect hair. You got lucky. Now everyone in the belt believes he's a genius.
I like this guy.
When Golden Bough splintered, you stayed loyal to Mako. Why?
Protection.
Finally striking back at the Innas. It felt glorious.
I'm on the fence to trust this guy, but...
Are you really content with a little skim? A little side work when the big fat prize sits there untouched? You're crossing him by talking to me.
Maybe I'm planning to turn you in.
The Golden Bough ships that didn't show their bellies. Are you still in contact with them?
Maybe.
Maybe.
The one's ready to snatch the food right off Marco's table. Like a true pirate would.
You're talking my language. Yeah. True piracy. Invoking the name of Ashford. In reverence. Absolutely. Let's go, Belters.
It's a gracious impulse. I'll have the quartermaster arrange to give Johan's family a month worth of fuel pellets and some new mining nets.
So she's in charge of basically the supplies, it seems like, anyway.
I'm sorry for what happened. It was... Johan, he was...
I shot him because he was trying to be my friend.
He died honorably. Serving Mako Inaros and the belt.
All right, Philip. UNN1.
I wish you'd talked her out of it.
Talked her out of it. I didn't even get the chance. She didn't consult me on this.
Jesus.
Is Chrissy out in the pattern? Oh boy, here we go. Naomi's like, where the hell was this thing last season?
How do I get one of those suits? You'd only hurt yourself, Pee-wee.
Amos, the only person that can talk like that to Amos is Bobby. The only one, and can actually back it up, and it's legit.
Madam Secretary General, I'm glad I caught you.
This is not a good time.
She is out in the fucking pattern.
Something is going on, and I would love to know.
Miss Stewart, if you continue to abuse your access aboard this ship, I will have it revoked.
I appreciate your persistence, Monica, because I too want to know what the fuck's going on, but maybe dial this one back a little bit. I don't like anything that seems easy. Saw ya.
Shit, they saw us. They're rabbiting everyone's brains.
Oh, where's Alex?
I repeat, do not fire. We can't let them escape. We can't risk destroying them. Our mission is to get aboard. They're running.
Why?
Put us alongside, hold us steady, and wait for my go signal. Fuck. All right, everybody brace.
Look at Amos pushing up against the G's without a suit. Take that, Bobby. Pee-wee. Man, we need Alex. Oh my god. Woo! Holy shit.
Hold it! Get me as close as you can! They're trying to burn us up in their drive plume. No shit! Closer!
Jesus God almighty, Bobby. It's like an EMP.
Naomi, you're good to cross over. I'm heading over to blow the airlock.
On my way.
Rebooting. Oh, she got pulse too. Oh my god, no doubt.
I got it.
No, Naomi, yeah, sit this one out.
If I back up, they're getting close to back up too. We won't want to be here when the ship takes off again or blows up. I know. It's okay, I got this.
Look at this. Look at you showing off, Expanse.
Break.
Clarissa, you need to find the
Magnetic bottle power feed line. Pull that one out. Thank you.
Charges are in place, ready to breathe. Bobby, you coming?
Clarissa, stay behind me!
Threat low. I love it.
Bobby, what's going on? Do you need assistance?
I've got 3 bouncers down. Clarissa's hurt.
Oh my god.
Like this.
So we've scrubbed, what, 3 or 4?
Clear. Clear.
Don't check the doors and corners, kids. That's where they get you.
How's Peaches?
She's fine. She really saved my ass out there.
Good. She did good.
Give me a hard link.
What happened back there?
I'm all right.
Jim, I did a hard vacuum trans without a suit.
All right, that's it. We're in.
You should have access to whatever's there.
What were they trying to hide? What are we looking at? The system?
Motherlode.
All their supply depots? All their everything? Holy shit.
And your comms director just blasted out a reminder of media's obligations under the War Security Act, which means something really, really bad happened.
Or good.
Or we caught a break.
I didn't bring you here to talk about that.
Oh, God.
Oh, God.
I want to commission a project from you.
Oh, boy.
I want them to see the people they've hurt.
I don't do propaganda.
Do a documentary. You don't have to do propaganda.
But you have a following and you have style.
I have credibility that state media doesn't have.
Right.
The lives we've lost, the pain we've suffered, all the things regular news feeds skip. You can put a human face on us and make it just a little harder for them to feel good about killing Earthers. Or don't. And wonder, with every new attack, if that was the one you could have stopped.
Damn.
You give a really good guilt trip.
I practice a lot.
I saw what that rocket did to the ship's hull, and I'm pretty sure it could have peeled Bobby's shell open if it hit her.
You're trying to make me feel better about almost drowning in my own puke.
You saved her life. Take the win.
Look at him laughing and smiling.
You mind if we talk?
Sure, go ahead.
Alone. Or?
The only real reason I let you stay aboard was as a favor to Amos. And that's how I've been thinking about you. As an obligation.
I understand.
I don't think you really do.
This is where he apologizes.
And when you change that plan without going through the chain of command, you put all of us at risk. I'm the captain of this ship, and as long as you're part of the crew, you do what I say when I say. You see a problem, you talk to me first, so everyone knows what's going on.
Bobby would be dead if she did.
I get it.
She's also defending Naomi. Why the hell am I sticking up for Clarissa? Because she's fucking awesome now. Expanse writers.
You know you just got chewed out, right?
Yeah, but that means she's crew.
That's the first time he said I was part of the crew.
Yeah. Damn, that got me too, man. It wasn't lost on me either.
And no indication it was destroyed. They captured it.
They did, dickhead.
If they got the data core intact, they'll be able to locate the rocks that are still in flight and all the rest that are ready to launch. And the moment that happens, they'll redeploy their fleets.
Yep.
You said the fight would come soon enough. And here it is.
Time to stop singing, Bard, and start fighting.
We'll be ready.
We'll see. We'll see, dickhead. We'll fucking see. Let's see. Let's see if you're fucking ready. I don't fucking buy it. All right, everybody. We just got done watching The Expanse, Season 6, Episode 2, AZURE DRAGON, and the only thing left to do is talk about it. All right, everybody. We just got done watching the second episode of the 6th season of The Expanse, AZURE DRAGON. Whoo! Okay. So we had a lot of, we were going around and kind of rearranging a little bit here and making sure that we kind of bring everything up to speed for some of the new normals that are going on here. We had the acceptance of Bobby onto the Rossi, and we had the true acceptance of Clarissa onto the Rossi. As, Jim made that proclamation, you realize you just got chewed out. Yeah, but it's the first time he treated me like crew. And so, again, Naomi owes Clarissa a bit of a thank you, too, for covering for her ass. But again, please do not think that I am... Naomi not being able to do that transit, I mean, that's one of the most realistic things in a show that's chock full of realism. I mean, in my mind and for my money, I don't think that anybody that went through that could ever do a walk like that again. It almost be like the first time. Like, you have to completely relearn how to do something like that. You have to, it's almost like, being hurt to the point where, you had muscles atrophy and you've got to relearn how to do the whole thing. And even if you could ever do that, because it's a psychological wall that would be so profound to be, so much trauma. And obviously nobody on this boat, with the loss of Alex, who I put way too much emphasis on, maybe it's unfair to do that, but at the same time, he was able to diffuse a lot of this stuff, and through humor and kind of just an ear, he was able to help with a lot of this kind of bottled trauma. We don't have that. We have everybody kind of keeping to themselves, and any interactions that we've had among the crew have been hostile, a little bit, at the very least, kind of rugged, not smooth, not like we're used to, So again, that trauma is going to be fresh, and it's going to be profound, and it's spread throughout the crew. Which leads me to Clarissa. Boy, oh boy, you know what? I think it's absolutely hilarious, because we had so many characters that were introduced in season 3, like Clarissa and Monica and things like that I couldn't stand. Like, I just couldn't stand them. But in the grand scheme of things, they have turned out to be absolutely vital cogs. Like, if I went back there and someone said, who do you think is going to be the most important character of this season going forward? I'd have been like, new character going forward. I'd have been like, Anna. Absolutely, right? She's just so kind of involved in everything, and we get her perspective a lot, and we get kind of like a bird's eye narrator view from her. Hell no, absolutely not. We are able to now have Clarissa and Monica playing vital roles in not only like Christian's, not Christian, but like, Monica with Christian, but, just our basic narrative drive for the story. They are really doing a lot of work with how to get this story across. Again, having Clarissa as sort of like the reluctant, I guess with everybody but Amos, new member of the crew, you know, immediately viewed as like, you're in Alex's spot, you're not Alex, you know, that type of thing, which is completely bullshit. You know, you shouldn't be doing that. But of course, when they were so close, you know, the four of them were so fucking close, that any new member that comes in is going to immediately be seen as an imposter. You know what I mean? And I think that that was unfair. I mean, Amos, of course, didn't see it that way, but, you know, everybody else is going to, you know, with Jim and Naomi, they're going to feel that. They're going to feel that absence and feel that kind of, you know, they didn't have a decision to bring Clarissa on. So, I mean, they did, but I mean, it was either that or lose. I'm assuming both her and Amos. So, you know, they went as a favor to Amos. But at the same time, you know, this does a lot now with Clarissa sort of folding into, she's ingratiated herself with Naomi. You know, she was able to kind of cover for her. So any kind of walls that Naomi had up should start to come down at least a little bit. And obviously with Jim's speech where he, you know, you don't chastise somebody that you don't feel is a member of your crew. And so when he went in there and chastised her, I mean, that, again, as soon as he said, you know, if you're on my crew, that I was like, oh shit, you know, she's in. And having Bobby there too, I think it did an interesting thing, because with Bobby's inclusion onto the Rossi, again, something that they couldn't veto, you know, or say that they didn't want, her kind of coming in pushes Clarissa closer to, it's almost like putting a Pez back in the dispenser. You know, it pushes them kind of closer together, the people that were on the Rossi. And so, you know, now she's the outsider, even though they know Bobby and Bobby's been on the boat before. At the same time, you know, she kind of rubbed Jim the wrong way with how they were going to do things. And that kind of stimulus, that kind of, no, she's the new person, or she's the anomaly. Again, even though she's not, allowed Clarissa the moment she needed, you know, not that she was doing it deliberately, but, you know, just psychologically, the moment to be considered, well, Clarissa's been here longer than Bobby, you know? And so in that type of atmosphere and that type of kind of like introspection into the crew dynamic, she was able to make her move, so to speak, even though she didn't do it, you know, deliberately. She actually acted like the crew. And for the first time, Jim, Naomi, Amos has seen it all along. They saw it. They saw her act like a selfless member of the crew, like something Alex would have done. Really great stuff. I cannot express to you all, and I cannot overstate the amount of fucking glee I get when Marco Inaros is dealing with trouble. It is my favorite when he gets bad news. Again, incredible portrayal by the actor, Keon Alexander. Absolutely fantastic performance that my guy's doing. I don't think I can remember hating a character as much as I've hated Marco Inaros, which is a testament to the actor. He evoked an emotion in me that is redlining with rage. Incredible job. I'm sure the guy's like the nicest dude in the world in real life, you know? I always feel bad about, it's a tangent, but I always feel bad about the kid that played Joffrey on Game of Thrones. You know, for all intents and purposes, I saw 2 interviews with that kid and he seemed to be just the nicest kid. And he portrayed this character that is people loathe. And so he was like, you know, I'm going to stop acting. This is really a bad experience. I'm laughing at that because I don't mean to at this kid's, I think it's eventually worked itself out, but like he quit right after doing Game of Thrones because people couldn't see past Joffrey. They couldn't see him. They just say, oh, fuck that guy. He said he'd meet brand new people and they'd be like, oh, fuck you. He was like, I'm not him. I'm an actor. That was my job. That's the way I feel about our guy playing Marco, because he's doing such a fantastic job. I wonder if people that have seen The Expanse like immediately bristle when he enters a room, even though the dude's probably, you know, the salt of the earth, nicest dude in the world. That would be the real bitch if that guy was just the nicest dude. Anywho, I love watching him. I love watching Marco, portrayed excellently by Keon Alexander, watching Marco squirm. Oh, Jesus, everybody. Is that a beautiful thing to behold? And him trying to literally psych himself up when the Azure Dragon was taken, like, oh, so you said the fight was coming. Let's bring it on. That is so much bullshit. That is so much bending over and blowing smoke up your own ass to try to like pump yourself up and get ready for a fight. Dude, come on now. We all know this. Now, I'm not saying that Marco's incapable of violence. I mean, we saw him literally jettison drummer's crew member out. I mean, he did that hands-on himself. But at the same time, he's not a fighter. He's not a like frontline. Again, you can say, sure, he's not Amos. Of course, Amos is a fighter. He's not Jim either. You know, I always think of what Naomi said, you know, Jim Holden must be a great man. He's everything you think you are, or whatever she said. I'm paraphrasing. Everything you want people to think you are, he is. Incredibly great stuff. And again, if you're using the parallel of two leaders, I mean, we had Jim kind of, you know, puff out his chest and display his dominance here as the captain of the Rossi. So let's put them together, you know, on the opposite sides of the chessboard for this particular purpose. I think it's Christian versus him, but, you know, we'll see. I can't wait to see, and again, him pumping himself up, you know, that's just not him. He's not a military commander at the very best. And again, I don't think this, I would even argue that Ashford wasn't a true military commander because he was a pirate. He had completely different tactics. Now, was he more capable of kind of like learning more things and more tactically aware? Absolutely. He was hands-on. He walked the walk and never needed to talk the talk. All that our guy Marco can do is talk the talk, and we haven't seen him take a step yet. So if other people have taken the steps for him, which again, for the type of character that he is exactly true to form. He's not going to do this stuff himself. Hell, he even sent his son into Mars to do the Parliament bombing. I mean, for fuck's sake, this guy, he does, if there's a line, he stays away from it because he's scared it's the front line. And he's like, oh, I don't want to mistakenly engage myself. Well, now you do, motherfucker, because they are coming, and they are coming with hits. And everything, all those shielded things that you had between you, the rocks, and now the proto-molecule, I'm sure that'll come back into play, but I think you've already given that shit up. So now it's you versus the Earthers. You versus Chrissy. And my money is, was, and forever will be on Christian Avasarala. My friends, if you could do me a favor, hit that like button, smash that subscribe, ring that bell for notifications. It greatly helps out a small channel and allows me to alert you next time we go live with Expanse Day. And of course, if there's anything that we do, Expanse included, that you would like early or in its full-length format, the link to our Patreon is in the description. But my dear friends, all that is then and this is now, and now it's time to say goodbye, and I know exactly where we're saying goodbye from, friends, because we're going to continue the episode a little bit. We are the Greek chorus. We are a vital member of any tale that is told. We watch, we report, we spread the news. Here's where we go. A few beats after the end of the episode, when maybe he's still on the bridge, when Marco is alone and no eyes that he knows are on him, and the realization hits that that front line that he has avoided his entire life, working in the shadows, guerrilla war tactics, that front line, that true definition of combat is right in front of him. And friends, that expression on his face when he thinks he's alone with his private thoughts, that's the most delicious thing. Until we get a chance to see that face turn sour again, Vulcan roll, and I'll see you.